As a bonus, I'm going to show you how to set the timer here. So all you have to do is just hold the clock and timer. Just hold it down for a bit, and it'll show hours by 12, or if you want military standard time, it's 24. So let's go back to 12 hours, regular standard hours, and I believe the time is 12:23. So 12:23, and then boom, that's it. So that's basically how you set the timer. Alright, so we're going to look at the dimensions of this microwave oven. So on the outside, we have about 16 3/4 by, I would say, 9.5. And let's see, 11. Actually, it's about 12 inches. So the most important part now is looking at the inside of the oven. So the dimensions from here to here looks like it's about 6.5 inches, almost. And this one here looks like it's about 10.5 inches. The depth, I'm gonna go to the very back end of the wall. So I would say maybe 11 inches. No, this is about 12 inches, almost 12 inches from this part. But if you go down here, it'll be about 10 inches, 10.5 inches, or maybe 10 3/4. So first we're going to look at this this plate. This is the plate we use normally on a daily basis, and this one here is 10 inches. So if you notice how big this the entrance to the oven is, there's only maybe about 1/4 of an inch on each side. And if you notice here, it's concave and the back side is concave, but for this side of the oven, it's pretty much straight and flat. So if you got big hands, for me I got medium hands. So if you got big hands and you try to use both hands to take this out, you'll notice how so close to the edges this is. So now we're gonna look at the deep dish. This is about the same thing, almost 10 inches by, I would say, 1.5. Then this one here, this is 5.5 by 7 by almost 2 inches. So this one also is 7 3/4, almost, yeah, 3 3/4. I had a previous Sunbeam, cost a little bit more, and it was a bigger version of it, but I don't know if you can see it really clearly here, but these are like seams here, and some of the seams in the old microwave oven was clearly visible. Here now you can't really tell. The seams are pretty much closed up, except, let me see if you can see this a little bit better, except up here. You see these seams? It's not fully closed off. So in our old microwave oven, we had that for like about 10 years. I mean, it lasted really good. We cleaned up so well, but the problem was the rust was actually forming within the seams. So we had rust here and rust here. So no matter how much we cleaned, the rust actually still developed within the seams. But for these here, for at least this one, it doesn't have that much seams except for this area here. I'm gonna bet when we microwave something like I don't know, soup or water, eventually the steam and the condensation is gonna be stuck in there, and then we're gonna come across a problem about cleaning that again. But for the most part, at least for this one here, it does not have that much seams that's open, except for this one area, and maybe over here too. But what I do now is that after I cook something like, or reheat something like water or a lot of liquid, I kind of leave this open and let the moisture disappear before I actually close it in. And also, I always, wipe it every so often too. If I see some condensation here and there, I kind of wipe up the top and whatever. But this one here is going to cause some problems later on, I can tell. But for the most part, if you clean your microwave oven on a daily basis, in the sense of that, when you're cooking, you kind of like wipe up some of the things here, it's going to last for a long time. Because, like I said, we had a Sunbeam just like this one. It was a little bit bigger, and it lasted for about 10 years. The problem was that little seams. Like, we always had a hard time trying to clean within that seam to get the rust out. And eventually the rust started developing more and more, and it's like, forget it. I think we'll just get a new one. So it's not bad, but it's not that good either. If you're a single person, I would say this thing here is just right for you. If like you're living in a 1-bedroom or studio where there's not much space, and you're not expecting a lot of people to come over to your house, maybe once in a great while. So it'd be good just to have this as a just to reheat something small. But if you have a large family, I would say this is not an ideal microwave oven, because like I pointed out before, that it was pretty small trying to put stuff in here. So if you're gonna have like friends over or maybe a party, this is gonna be a little too small to have in your place. So, and not only that, I would say this would be perfect for your office, just your personal microwave oven. So let's face it. There's a lot of people at work. Like for example, us. We have our own microwave oven in our area, right? So a lot of people use it, but not too much people clean up after themselves. So it actually ends up looking like a big mess. So you come in, you open up the door, and all of a sudden you see all this splatter here. Nobody cleans that up. I mean, a few people do, but for the most part, you always have that one person that screws up for everybody, who likes to use the microwave a lot, and then not even clean up after that person's self. So I would say if you want this as a personal microwave oven in your office, this would be an ideal one to use because it's small, it's compact, and basically it's just reheating something maybe 2 or 3 minutes, not really cooking anything more than that.